What is going on YouTube? Chittering Chatai here, and we're going to be taking on the NU tier today, using some pretty fun Pokemon here, some of which I know are going to get moved up to RU soon enough, I guess. But it's a Sticky Web team this time, much more offensive than the last team I used in PU, but it's going to be fun. So first we got Stealth Rock Archeops. I have Citrus Berry to kind of push me out of Defeatus range in case I need it. U-turn to switch on out of there, Stone Edge for damage, and Defog to get rid of rocks, because otherwise I don't really have a good way of preventing them for both my Leavanny and my Butterfree. Next up we have Focus Sash Leavanny with Overcoat for potential hail, or pretty much just hail, in all honesty, with knockoff Sticky Web, X-Scissor, and Leaf Blade. X-Scissor's there for potential dark types, although I don't really see a reason to have it, but I didn't really like Magic Coat. I'm not too big on preventing opposing Stealth Rocks, although Spikes could get annoying. Then we have Assault Vest Slowking with Regenerator, with Scald, Future Sight, Flamethrower, and Dragon Tail. This particular Slowking has enough speed to outspeed to outspeed uninvested Steelix, and a little bit of defense, a little bit of speed def, and some HP, although I think that, yeah, this is messed up here. I hate it when Showdown does this. They just, mess up my moose, they mess up my spreads for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Don't know why it changed. But it does have enough speed to outspeed uninvested Steelix. Or it should. Assuming Showdown didn't mess that up too much. I'll check it out later. Then we have Choice Specs Tinted Lens Butterfree. Now this is the highlight of the team. I love this thing. We got Bug Buzz, Air Slash, Energy Ball, and Hidden Power Fire for Pharaoh Seeds, but in all honesty, you're probably just going to see me click Bug Buzz 90% of the time, because this thing is a mini Yanmega. Oh boy. That thing is power. Especially now that I got a special attack boost, I believe, in this gen, which is nice. Then we are rocking out with Assault Vest Steelix with Sturdy, with Fire Fang, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, and Heavy Slam. This is basically to fake out my Stealth Rocks. People will believe I have Stealth Rocks on this mon, and then I'll be able to go for a KO. I've seen opposing Whimsicods taunt me, and then I just kill it with a Heavy Slam. I've seen other Pokemon just go straight up for the taunt, fearing rocks, hoping to prevent them, and then I just flat out one-shot them. We have just enough speed to outspeed certain Slowkings that don't run too much, although I don't really need it, but it's just there as an option. Then we have Vanilluxe with Life Orb and just Blizzard Protect. Sleep Talk is there because this is going to be my primary answer to Spore, and Blizzard's just a really strong stab, and protects there in case I need to face like a Dojo or something and I can predict the jump kick. So let's head on in, get a battle. I didn't record the last couple days, but that was mainly due to a headache. I hate headaches. It was nice for me too, though. Take a couple days off from all electronics. Haven't had an opportunity to watch some baseball due to the All-Star break, so get a lot of rest in. So we're facing a pretty good team. These some really good mons here. Actually really scared of this. What do we do? I guess I'm just gonna lead off with Steelix, kind of fake out the fact that I potentially could be rocks, as he leads off with his own Steelix, probably gonna get up his own rocks. I'm just gonna click Earthquake, and that's defensive as heck. So I know I cannot stay in. I'm going to switch out into my Slowking. I know he's likely fully physically defensive, So, like, as you just go, yeah, that does nothing. So now we know this is fully physically defensive. I'm just going to throw out a future sight in case he wants to go into the Verzion or the Jellicent, predicting my Scald. And what we can do now is... This is not good for me. We're just going to Dragon Tail. As he wants to just go for the Will-O-Wisp, that's fine. We're going to Dragon Tail him out into the Steelix yet again. I'm just going to go for another Dragon Tail. We already saw Earthquake did nothing before, as he's just going to switch out again. Back onto the Jellicent. Give me the Verzion, please. As he gives me Bravery, that's fine. I need damage on this Mon. As he's leftovers. What? Alright, we're going to go right onto Steelix. Get that Regenerator. As he goes for a Substitute. Interesting. I'm just going to Heavy Slam this thing. If he's Bulk Up, that's bad, but I should be able to break his sub. Even with the Bulk Up. Yeah. Considering he's Bulk Up, Sub Bulk Up, it's 284 speed. Which, I don't think he's going to be fast, but I can't. He's just going to go for Bulk Up again. Alright. He should go for... I really wish I had a Rock type move on this thing. Yeah, because I'm not doing any damage. Oh, and he has a Roast. Alright, we're going to have to bank off. We're going to have to bank off of him, going for another Bulk Up here. And not being fast. It looks like he is bulky, though. So I'm just going to click Bug Buzz. Yeah, we lose. Unfortunately. So, that was not a very good one for me. I shouldn't have let that thing set up, but I didn't expect it to be bulky. I expected it to be like Choice Scarf. So that's a bad representation of Butterfree there, but there's nothing I can do. Just find another match. It's a fun team. It's not terribly good, but it's a fun team. I hate seeing Golbat. It's an annoying Pokemon. I'm just going to lead off with Slowking. Most people enjoy leading off with their own Steelix, so that's fine. If he leads off with Rotom, I can eat up one hit. As he leads off with Golbat, actually. Which is fine for me. I'm just going to Future Sight it. If he goes out into Steelix, that's fine. If he goes out in Rotom, I should still be able to eat one hit. Go for the Flamethrower. As he goes out into Gallade, actually. So, a knockoff's coming here. Don't have the greatest switch-ins for these things, but I'm more so scared of any potential setup. As he goes for the Swords Dance, yeah, I wasn't going to let him set up. No way I was going to let that thing set up. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Tail again. Yeah, he's just going to... Oh, he crits me. That's bad. Depending on what Pokemon I bring him out into. If he goes into Malamar, I'm gonna get him out of there. Yep. Switch him out into hopefully the Golbat. Yep. Take this Future Sight. Take 48%. That's nice damage. Gonna go into the Steelix again. Or not again, but we're going on to Steelix. So he goes for Roost. I'm just gonna Dragon Tail him. Yep, as he goes for Taunt. I'm just gonna Fire Fang this thing. I live any hit easily with my Assault Vest. You might go for Volt Switch predicting a switch, but there's no reason to do anything. Yep. Easily live that. Looks to be Choice Scarf, actually. And I'm just going to get up my rocks. I'm tired of these switches. As he goes on into the Glade. So I should scare him out because this is an Archeops. It is a flying type. So he should not stay in. He goes into Steelix on my rocks. And we're just going to U-turn out of there. Back out into Slowking. And proceed to Scald something. So he goes for the Heavy Slam, which does nothing. Now, I'm actually going to Future Sight here. I don't care if he's... I don't care about those rocks. In all honesty, I have Fast Defogger in case I need it. I'm just going to Scald here. Yeah, if it burns, no burn. Just going to Roar. Which is good for me because now the Steelix is gone. In all honesty. I'm just going to Earthquake. I've just been Dragon Tailing him out this whole game. He probably felt a false sense of security. Which allowed me to knock out the Steelix, which was a huge wall to the team. Couldn't really touch it with anything other than my Slowking. So that's nice to get rid of. Frees me up for potential Stone Edges in the back. He should get... Oh, he goes into this thing. I'm still not going to let this thing get free setup, so I'm just going to Dragon Tail him out there. If he close combats me, that's fine. That gives me a free switch out into... I don't know, Archeops, I guess. He's probably not carrying the whatchamacallit, the Bullet Punch. I'm just going to go for Defog here. He goes for the Shadow Sneak, actually. Interesting. Just going to Defog away his rocks. And I'm actually going to get mine up again. Because I value my own rocks above anything else. And I'm not really scared of him. As that does a nice chunk of damage. And I'm just going to sack off my Vanilluxe here. Yeah, it helps me against Golbat, but I get outsped by Rotom. As he goes for Swords Dance. And this is actually one of those few situations where Protect actually works out. As I'm just going to go for Protect, get that last little bit of hail damage and as he dies. As he close combats, and yeah. Alright, so he dies to hail. I don't know what he wants to switch out into. The Malamar is a good choice. Though if he... Vanilluxe just became more useful. I'm just going to sack off the Archeops. Doesn't really do much anymore, now that it's in Defeatist. As he goes for Z what? Z Happy Hour. Oh. That's not good. That is not good. +1 speed on this thing might not actually outspeed me. It does outspeed me, okay. This is bad. This is very bad. I have to go into Leavanny. I have a Focus Sash on this thing. And my only hope here is that X-Scissor knocks it out. It is 4 times super effective. This is going to be +3. I don't think this knocks it out. No, it does. Never mind. Don't understand why he went for superpower. But okay. As he goes on to Silvally, water. Why? Oh, I guess because it outspeeds me. Yeah, it outspeeds me. I'm just gonna get my webs if I can. Yeah, Ice Beam's coming out. Butterfree doesn't look very good in this game. Should probably make it Psychic instead of Energy Ball. We're just gonna go on Slowking. And Future Sight. Yeah, Thunderbolt's gonna do nothing. That actually does nothing. Now we're just gonna go for Skull Bruins. As he gets a 10% chance on the paralysis. Justice says burn right here. And of course, life does not want to be fair. Because naturally, that's doing way too much. Come on, burn here. There we go. He takes more damage from that burn. I switch out into Vanilluxe here. I can eat up any hit because Vanilluxe is surprisingly bulky. Naturally bulky, I should say. He continues to go for Thunderbolt for no reason. He should die to a combination of burn and hail. As he does. Going to go out into the Rotom, which I am personally predicting to be Scarf, so I'm just going to click Protect, see what move he locks himself into. As he's going for the Volt Switch, I can eat up any one hit from this thing. Now I'm actually just going to go for the Blizzard. Because I know he's locked into the Volt Switch. Yep. And by keeping Butterfree in the back, he cannot lock himself into Leaf Storm. Yep. And that should secure us the win if I am correct about the Scarfed Volt Switch. Just going to Protect again. Get a little bit of extra hail damage. He's just going to lock himself into Thunderbolt, which is fine. I think my best play here is to double Protect. He's going to knock me out anyway. Yep. That paralysis might actually come through. I'm actually going to go Slowbro and double out into Butterfree to hopefully secure me the victory. Because that give me a little bit of extra regen boost. He goes for Thunderbolt again, knocks out my Butterfree, that's fine. Butterfree literally did nothing in this game again. But I am a nearly full Slowking that should be able to knock it out with Flamethrower. Yeah. Yeah, this play covered potential paralysis. Alright, so we win this game. By the narrowest of margins, but that's fine. That's fine. As long as we win, it's fine. Haven't been able to use webs, though. Which is where Butterfree shines. And unfortunately, he has a Perugly. That actually is really scary. I'm probably going to have to lead off with Steelix. But if he leads Incineroar, that's a problem. I'm going to lead off Steelix. Yeah, he's going to lead off with Perugly, which is 100% okay with me, as I am just going to click the Heavy Slam. Do massive damage, and this is what I'm talking about. They predict me to be Rocks. I am not Rocks. I'm just going to go for Earthquake, as that was a crit, unfortunately. And now the Lightbird is gone. The unfortunate thing is he can lock himself into Flare Blitz. Though if he's Scarfed, that's fine. If not, I gotta keep this mon alive. I'm gonna sack out my Vanilluxe here. I don't really need it. Just gives me a little extra chip damage with hail, as this is flame charge. That is very unfortunate. I almost stayed in and collect Earthquake too. Just gonna flame charge again. We're just gonna try and double protect here. Never get the double protect. Yeah, that's game. I don't see how I win. Gonna go for the freeze here, because my only play. Can I go freeze? Although I can protect here. This thing's a threat. This thing is actually a threat. And we're just gonna sack off this Pokemon to hopefully a Life Orb. Life Orb? No Life Orb. So the only play here is to go on to Leavanny. Hope that from the combination of Flare Blitz, although he shouldn't go for Flare Blitz. Should just go for Flame Charge. This is 4 times super effective. And X-Scissor, I can knock it out. As I had absolutely no idea this thing got Leech Life. Why does this thing get Leech Life? How does this thing get Leech Life? That makes no sense. And that's game over. Boy, I hate Incineroar. Just an ugly Pokemon in my opinion. But at the same time, it kind of looks cool. I don't know. We get an opposing Archeops. I'm rolling off Steelix again. It's my best lead in most situations. Or actually, I like the potential Vanilluxe lead to cover Altaria or Dredagon lead, so let's lead off with that instead. As he leads off with Ambipom, which is fine. I have my initial switch in ready in the back, being Steelix. As I'm going to go out into that first. Life Orb Fake Out, take a little extra chip from Hail, which is always nice. And I'm just going to go for Heavy Slam. Just going for knocking off my Salt Vest. I didn't need too much in this game, because most of his mons are actually physical attackers. He dies to the next Life Orb hit anyway, so I'm just going to go for Earthquake. Brick Break does nothing, because Brick Break in general isn't a very good move. My battery's running low again. Unfort. I don't know. Unfortunately, I pretty much lose my Steelix, which was my primary answer to that Archeops. But I do get rid of Ambipom, which is a pretty big threat to my team. I don't want this thing like tricking or setting up, so I'm just gonna sack off my Steelix here. And this potentially gives me... Oh, there's no potential about it. I get Archeops in here. This gives me rocks. He shouldn't stay in here. This is a very fast Pokemon. Alternatively, I don't see a Stone Edge resist, so I'm just going to click Stone Edge. Yeah, Barbaricle's not going to eat this well. There we go. Just going to go for it again. As unfortunately I miss. Razor Shell. Well, that blows. But we do get in Leavanny here. You should not stay in. Staying in would be a really bad play, as Barbaricle can potentially deal with Slowking a little bit better than any of his other mons going for Stone Edge. So I'm just going to Sticky Web here. Yeah, he's not going to sack this thing off. Go on to Archeops. Just gives me a Leaf Blade. So he goes for Acrobatics. Hopefully I can bring this down into Defeatist range. Yep. And in all honesty, I want to keep Levani around. Specifically for that Barbaracle. So I'm just going to switch on to Vanilluxe. He goes for Acrobatics yet again. And on a potential Stone Edge, go out into Slowking. I do have some defense investment. And again, he's down into Defeatist range as he misses a Stone Edge, which I'm not too mad about. I missed a Stone Edge, he missed a Stone Edge, it's all fair. And nothing on his team appreciates a Scald. Yeah, Acrobatics. Archaeos becomes really weak once it gets into Defeatist range. Unfortunately. So we are able to knock it out. And potential switch-ins here could be the Altaria, but I'm not going to let that thing set up. If it is sub, that is highly unfortunate. It is toxic. Okay. I can deal with that. Switches out into the Barbaracle. As he was White Herb. Okay. So I get rid of his White Herb. I don't actually need my Slowking for anything else. So I'm just going to Dragon Tail again. Yeah, that was a crit. Hopefully I got a... Of course I miss. Of course I miss. 258. Yeah. I don't know why he went for Razor Shell. He shouldn't have gone for that. That's a potential miss. But this just gives me Butterfree. Yeah, this just gives me Butterfree. Just to click Energy Ball. Or not Energy Ball, Bug Buzz. Crit obviously did not matter. You can go into Altaria here, but it gives me my potential Vanilluxe. As he goes on to Delphox. Why I will... Unless this is Scarf Delphox, it's not outspeeding me. Yep, Bug Buzz does enough for me. And I should be able to win with Vanilluxe. I'm going to go with Levani first. And knock off. Yep, getting rid of Delphox probably secures me the victory as it was Choice Specs. I feared more so Scarf, but that's fine. Dredagon comes on out. I'm just going to Exeter it for most damage as it is Sucker Punch. I'm going to go on to Vanilluxe here. I am actually fearing the Sucker Punch. So what I'm going to do first is going to protect, get a little bit of chip damage first. As he's actually toxic, so he has... I don't understand that. But we're just going to Blizzard here. Easily knock out this Dredagon, and I should have this game in the bag. Altaria, I believe, was weakened a tiny bit. Yep. Just going to Blizzard again. Should not be able to knock me out. As I actually outspeed it, and we win again. Alright. Interesting. Vanilluxe coming through there. Butterfree doing enough damage to Delphox was nice. Killing the Barbaracle. See if we can find one last quick one, and then we're going to end off the video. Let's see. What are we going to get this time? It's a fun team. It's much more offensive than anything I'm usually used to, but it's just fun. It's a fun little team with webs, stealth rocks. Although I haven't gotten them both up at the same time. And looking at this man's team, I don't see any sort of hazard removal. He has Lunatone and Camera for potential hazard setters, but no hazard removal. I'm going to look up Vanilluxe again. Potential Ambipom leads. Unfortunately, he leads off with Camerupt. I'm just gonna Blizzard this. I need damage on camera up. I don't really need Vanilluxe for anything else on his team. Fortunately, I am down to 5%. And just as he actually goes for the Fire Blast, which that's nice. I can potentially prevent rocks. As he is leftovers, I'm just gonna go out into my Leavanny, set up my webs, because I can obviously kill him here. He's gonna go for his rocks. That's perfectly fine. Webs help me more than rocks help him. And I'm just gonna go for the Leaf Blade, knock this camera out. Alternatively, I could have knocked it out first and prevented rocks entirely, but I didn't. Looking at that Fire Blast, I didn't feel like that was his rocker, but it was. Should have known from those leftovers, but it'll be fine. As he goes out into the Ambipom, that's an easy switch out into my Steelix. As he goes for the Fake Out, yep. And this gives me an Earthquake in all honesty. Power Punch should not really do anything. Yeah, he cannot kill me after this, as he is Citrus Berry for some odd reason. And we're actually going to Dragon Tail him out of here. I don't want to potentially deal with any sort of boosts and stuff. Now these rocks are looking a little more threatening, especially considering... Did he leave? Did he leave? Friend? Where did you go? I wonder... Looks like my opponent just left. That's a bit odd. Especially considering this game just started. Connection issue, maybe? Oh well. I don't want to end off on this note, but my battery's really low. And I just don't feel comfortable playing like this. Especially considering my charger isn't all that great. This phone isn't all that great, but it's fine. Yeah, it looks like he disconnected, unfortunately. So we didn't get a good last battle, but I'm going to have to end off on that note. You know, something I can really do. Next live, I'm probably just going to do an Are You Live with Life or Pangoro. Really fun. Are You is really scary at times, actually, considering you have like 2 really good Boom Burst mons, right? But I do have my counter to those 2, so I guess you can see what that is in the next one. Thank you all for watching me play the NU tier today. Hope you guys stick around for more content. But that's all. That's all my time for you today. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.